Most people think money is the problem. It isn't. Money is just the symptom. Time is the real currency you're spending every day, whether you realize it or not. You can lose money and earn it back. You can't do that with time. And yet time is treated like it's infinite. People protect their money more than their hours. They track expenses but not days. They worry about prices but ignore how cheaply they sell their attention. That's the quiet financial mistake almost everyone makes. Most financial decisions aren't made with numbers. They're made with emotions. I'll start investing later. I'll learn about money when I earn more. I'm too busy right now. Later feels harmless. Later feels responsible. Later feels safe. But later is expensive. Every year you delay learning how money works, you pay compound interest, in the wrong direction. Not because you're bad with money, but because time doesn't wait for clarity. Before you invest $1, you invest time. Time to learn. Time to think. Time to decide. People rush into financial decisions to feel productive. They buy things. They chase income. They jump between ideas. But they avoid the one thing that actually improves outcomes: slow thinking. We live in a world that rewards speed. But money rewards patience. Fast decisions feel powerful. Slow decisions build wealth. Being busy looks responsible. It looks ambitious. It looks disciplined. But busyness is often just distraction with a calendar. Many people work long hours and still struggle financially. Not because they don't work hard, but because they don't allocate time intentionally. They spend their best hours reacting instead of planning. They trade energy for income instead of leverage. They stay busy enough not to question direction. That's how you end up exhausted, not wealthy. Earning more money doesn't fix poor time allocation. It amplifies it. When income increases but thinking stays the same, spending follows. Lifestyle expands. Pressure grows. Freedom stays distant. More money doesn't buy clarity. Clarity creates money. That clarity only comes when you step back, and stepping back requires time. Uninterrupted time. Quiet time. Thinking time. The kind most people never schedule. Every distraction has a financial cost. Not obvious, not immediate, but cumulative. A distracted hour is an hour not invested in learning a skill. A distracted year is a year without progress. A distracted decade is a life that looks busy but feels stuck. Social media doesn't steal your money. It steals the time that could have created it. Endless content feels free. It isn't. You pay with attention, and attention is upstream of income. People notice results. They don't see preparation. They see someone successful and assume luck, timing, or talent. They miss the years of quiet consistency. Wealth is built in hours no one applauds. Reading instead of scrolling. Thinking instead of reacting. Learning instead of consuming. Those hours don't feel productive. They feel slow. But slow is where compounding begins. Rich people focus on money. Wealthy people focus on time. Rich people ask, how much does it pay? Wealthy people ask, how much time does it cost? One chases income. The other protects freedom. This is why some high earners feel trapped, and some modest earners feel in control. The difference isn't salary. It's how time is valued. You can borrow money. You can't borrow time. But you can leverage it. Skills leverage time. Systems leverage time. Assets leverage time. That's the foundation of investing. Not stocks, not crypto, not real estate, but leverage. If your income requires constant presence, your time is capped. If your income works while you don't, time multiplies. That shift starts with how you spend your evenings, not your paycheck. Most people look for tactics. They want tips. They want shortcuts. But financial growth doesn't start with tactics. It starts with priorities. What deserves your best hours? What deserves your focus? What deserves to be ignored? These decisions shape outcomes more than any strategy. The richest insight isn't what to invest in. It's what not to waste time on. People wait until they feel ready to make financial moves. They wait for confidence. They wait for certainty. But readiness comes after action, not before. Time passes whether you act or hesitate. The difference is what compounds during that time. Fear doesn't stop time. Indecision doesn't pause the clock. Avoidance doesn't protect you. It only delays learning, and learning is the highest return investment available. Time exposes everything. Bad habits, weak strategies, short-term thinking. You can fake results for a while. You can hustle. You can grind. But time always audits behavior. That's why simple, boring strategies often win. They survive time. Complex plans fail not because they're wrong, but because they can't be sustained. Everyone has the same 24 hours. That's not the problem. The problem is allocation. Too much time reacting. Too little time designing. Too much consumption. Too little creation. You don't need more time. You need fewer leaks. Fixing those leaks doesn't require motivation. It requires honesty. People who win financially aren't smarter. They're calmer. They don't rush. They don't chase every opportunity. They don't react to noise. They protect their thinking time like capital. Because it is capital, clarity compounds faster than effort. Money is replaceable. Time isn't. Every financial decision is really a time decision in disguise. What you spend your time on today decides how much freedom you have tomorrow. Not motivation. Not hustle. Not luck. Time, used deliberately. That's the real investment.